So when it's snowing, typically a lot of the wood gets wet, especially if it's positive in the day. So a lot of you might already know this, but if you just find maybe a dead pine, any branches on the ground, which I find is best, you throw that in there and you make like a little bunch or like a pile. It burns hot enough. So I don't know why I have to walk so far to find that. But if you could find a low pine or young pine with lower branches, it helps that fire start up a hotter core. And then at that point, almost everything burns. And you want to start small, medium, large, rather than just packing things up as if you were to have gasoline. So fires seem easy when you're in your backyard, but when you're out here, it's a little bit different. Here you go. So just dead pieces like this. It's almost good enough. See how wet that wood is? Yeah. At the top, leaking. When we're using that fire pit, it's just it's not getting, and everything's wet. It's like one wet ball of wood, imagine. Yeah. It's much better, especially for cooking. So this is just your regular ice fishing tent. I'm gonna set this thing up. It's got Velcro on it, just a piece of aluminum. It's gonna go right where the window is. And then we're gonna set the stove in so it doesn't burn anything. And that's just gonna keep us warm.
That's it. See, let me push it out. Let me pull it on the outside. Push it down while you pull out.
Like your regular HVAC pipe. Works good enough for a smaller stove, not the big ones. There you go.
And what's these for? So give me one, I'll show you, and then the other one's always the hardest one. This one's easy to do.
Okay. Alright, while everyone's sitting up, what I made at home is just some bread. So right now it's not rising because it's a little bit cold. So I'm just heating up the crock pot a little bit. And then I'm going to show you guys, once it's hot enough, I'm going to lay it in there, not like in the fire yet. Let it rise, and then I'm going to kind of bury it with some coals, set it up, and then in, at least 20 minutes, it should be ready, and we'll have it with some butter. It should be warm enough now. Shape it a little bit. You kind of pinch it, make a little ball. I'll place it in here. And cover it. So that's going to let it rise because it is hot enough. It is sort of close to the fire. And then in about 20 minutes, it should rise just a little bit. And then I'll throw it in, bury it, and we should be good to go.
You're gonna slice the top at all or no?
So yeah, that's like you have to, because it needs to open up. So what we'll do?
Do a little like a design. Here, do that.
Yeah, design. I don't know how to do design, dude.
Draw,
I'm not that
draw
good.
gross.
Sure, yeah. Give me one sec. That's it.
Yeah, that's true. Should I go get my butter?
Oh, after it. It's take a while. Now, see this part right here? You actually put the coals on top, and then it cooks it from underneath and on the top. So, Let's get that little shovel here. There you go. So now it's going to cook from here and on top. And then I put a piece of parchment paper on the bottom just so it doesn't burn. And this should get to like probably 500, 600 degrees. So it's not going to take like 20, 25 minutes like it usually does. It takes like, I don't know, 10, 15. So this is just 10 minutes. And it's like either ready or burned, no idea. We'll find out. Well, I definitely wouldn't be bragging about how I'm good at baking bread over a fire, because that was extremely difficult. But it doesn't seem ready, but it is. Looks like it just didn't rise properly, which is why you don't see any bubbles. But we'll pan fry it, finish it off. Doesn't look too good.
It's like yeast that's not cooked.
That's funny.
No, it's actually good. It's really good. It's quite hard to get out. Right? Yeah, everyone's putting honey on it because they all taste the yeast.
No, it's really good. It's really good.
Constipation for 4 days.
Yeah, definitely not easy cooking bread over a fire. That's for sure. Even with the Dutch oven. Yeah, the Dutch don't know what they're doing. Now the snow is just picking up. About to go for a grouse hunt. It's typically not the greatest in the snow, but if we don't shoot anything, at least we're going for a nice hike. Get ready for the flush. Jess, you should be going in here with the 22 and me and Matt get it if anything flies. Could be a rabbit. Oh, right in the face. So I'm just gonna kind of walk through it, see if I can flush anything. There's not much rabbits here, but there are some. There is a fresh snow, so it's gonna be really hard to track anything, but it's like spooking something. It's gonna be the hunt here. Maybe flushing something out. Oh yeah. But when it's like covered like that, obviously, you know. Look, something dragged over, jumped over, and hit the belly. So look, right there, bang. All right.
Wow, that's a hot fire. Next time on Rocky Zone Outdoors.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. In today's video, we don't know what we're doing, but one of the brothers finally came through and built us a fire. As you can see, oh my god, I'm on fire. Jesse doesn't know what he's doing. Hey Matt, why don't you get the wettest piece of birch bark for me, please? It burns real nicely.
Look, proof is in the pudding. Proof is in the pudding.
Well, what's funny? I started it. So after not even a couple hour hike in this thick snow, saw nothing but a post where bears scratched their backs. So nothing crazy. But we're gonna head back now and make some venison stew, and I'll show you guys how that's done. Hopefully a lot better than the bread. It just stopped snowing a little bit. I'm gonna be making some venison stew. So I just threw in some onions right now, getting everything prepared. And when I was home, I made just some venison chopped up. There's a little bit of seasoning in here, a little bit of olive oil, some parsley. I actually like to chop it up frozen because it's just easier to get into smaller pieces. If you cut a stew or stew chunks too big, you're gonna get like, it's just gonna take maybe 3-4 hours for it to really get loose. So I cut them maybe about, I don't know, 1/2 inch, maybe a bit smaller, just so it cooks within at least an hour, especially when you're out here and you're starving. And then I also pre-cut some carrots, some potatoes, there's some butter in here. And that's about it. So I'm gonna get this going, and we're all starving, so I gotta get this going quick.
All right, now that we've got the onions going, we're gonna brown the meat. You just deglaze the onion. Yeah, it's now we're gonna throw in old man butter. We're not even gonna chop it. Launch it in there like that.
Warm me up at night. Do you know that?
What?
Butter.
Really?
When you're camping?
If you have any kind of butter or fat, keeps you warm at night.
Like eating it or?
While eating it in food, you could eat it, yeah. You could literally eat it like a snack. Alright, now we got all the vegetables. Might as well throw it in. Wonderful. Stir that around.
Oh, beautiful. Get that beer to bubble a little bit. And then we'll add in some water. You should add in hot water, is always better, right? But some water, a couple bouillon cubes, like the broth cubes, then we're good to go. There it is, folks. Doesn't look pretty, but how's it taste, man?
Incredible. Incredible. Nice, soft, tender. Seasonings of perfection. Cooked really well.
Good stuff. Bevy, how was your first night?
It was good, man. I was warm. I actually had to open the window to get some cold air going on my face so I could sleep. Cot's nice. I mean, for what what you're doing out here and how peaceful and how quiet it is, it's just a great time.
I'll show you. This is how oatmeal's actually made. This is the proper way. This guy right here thinks that he has a better way. We're gonna see.
Let me see yours. Let me see the
Yeah, man.
just a bit more of that.
That's mucho dry.
Okay, let's see.
This is my ideal consistency.
Overnight oats.
You guys let me know.
Which one you prefer, Luca's or Matt's?
Show me the inside of that soup. Don't try to hide that.
No, I'm trying to just.
There you go.
Regular steel cutouts.
Mm.
None of this added garbage. I mean, if it's your oatmeal like that, you're okay.
Soup. We got Carlo making me breakfast. First time. This is amazing.
Yep. This is the last time too.
Yeah.
Carlo, buddy. Good stuff. Oh, I like your sight on this.
I imagine this was a good way to clean in the 1800s. They definitely had a better way. Alright, so we just went for a little hike. Still couldn't find anything. But before we leave, we're gonna just cook up some venison burgers. Again with the deer that was shot here a few weeks ago. I just mixed them with some bacon and some seasoning. And I've only tried one so far, so hoping these will still be good. This is a lot of meat. Problem with winter camping is everything's always frozen. So I'm gonna judge.
Perfectly fine. No, everyone just use my truck. Just use my truck.